6 minutes left. When Alexander's WBU belt not on the line, a 10-round non-title affair, but it's been fought at a pace, frenetic at times, a couple of really good rounds. Well, they've both given as good as each other, but it's Alexander's extra polish and class. He's just found the openings.
Yeah, but I'd like to see Alexander. He's put some good shots in, some good power shots, but I'd like to see him up the gear at times. He's never really done that.
Do you think Takalu, as a viewer tonight and seeing round after round, will be getting a little bit more confident and a bit more enthusiastic about the rematch?
Well, he's probably quite amazed what happened last time and just sees it as a big mistake from him. And we'll want to get in and try and get a rematch.
And looking at Alexander, ways to beat him?
Most definitely. I mean, the work rate more than anything. He's pretty one-paced, Alexander. He looks for the big shot a lot, and I think can be outboxed. And we know he can be out-hit as well.
Mellis still trying to get the right hooks through. Good defense from Alexander, who wants to make good money in the last couple of years of his career for kids Sade and Rihanna and Rene, his stepchildren, who he dotes on as well. Thoroughly decent guy, Wayne Alexander, and you wish him the best, but he's almost thrown his career away at times. He could have been so much more.
Yeah, he could have really developed. Looked very good against Harry Simon when he lost that one, but never quite just got to the top, and always just fell that bit short. Maybe it's work rate, maybe too much of a puncher and not the boxing ability.
The breaks didn't really fall for him either. Maybe they will. Right hand from Mellis, just a reminder there. Alexander, a little bit less in patches of this round. See him breathing rather deeply. He might have expected to have stopped Mellis by now.
Well, he went out pretty hard early on, throwing a lot of heavy shots, getting full pound of them. That really tires you. Mellis has never raised his game and looked that much of a threat. Although we know he's a puncher if he can land.
Just looking at his record, this is actually the furthest that Wayne Alexander has ever been. The 9th round. That's something new for him after 9 professional years.
Well, he's still managing to win the rounds. Alexander just doing that bit more.
One round, and I think they just want to see this out. All go away for Christmas and get back together in the new year for some more of those hill runs. Look at that. Double the amount of punches landed for Alexander, but James Cook has kept Mellis in, and he hasn't let anyone down, really.
No, he's done his best. He got lucky, I think, last time because Alexander wasn't prepared as he should be. This time Alexander's come in fit, but he's done well still to be there. Mellis took some good shots, fired back at times.
Just be sensible. He's going to have a go in the last round. Needs concentration. Final round. Interesting affair. Good little rematch. It's turned into a bit more of a workout for Wayne Alexander than maybe the firestorm that we thought would erupt after 3 or 4 rounds. That's probably just suited him.
Yeah, I think it does him good to get the rounds in the bag. I think that'll help him. He needs to get into later rounds and just see that his stamina's okay. He'll get a bit more confidence from that as well.
That's it, only 2 rounds he went with Howard Clark in February, and 2 against Takalu, 4 in 2004, so this is much needed. And it also goes to show that his power is not going to get rid of everybody.
That's right, you can't rely on the power, you know, you need to box and pick the points up, and that's what things he's got to learn.
Hasn't been the dramatic, explosive slugfest, but there have been moments, and Alexander's been patient and used his head and has thought about this. I mean, he could not let this happen again. He couldn't be defeated by Delroy Mellis tonight, otherwise that is surely career over.
Yep, that'd be the end of the road for Alexander, so there's an awful lot resting on this. Looks like it's not going to be no big action in the last round. I think Alexander just happy to get through it. He's got the win, if he can just see out the last minute. Mellis, I thought, might have just went for it a bit more in this round, throwing the big shots, but he hasn't done that. Quite surprised.
Cute right hands from Alexander, who goes through the motions in the last 45 seconds. Ken Curtis, when that bell goes, will make it official. We've seen one or two controversies recently, Glenn, but surely not here.
No, there shouldn't be any problems at all. He's pretty much dominated this fight throughout, Alexander. Pretty decent performance without ever being spectacular.
Yeah, careful and considered, a thoughtful display from Wayne Alexander, who's just easing his way through to the final bell. Light on his feet. I think he's probably enjoyed his work tonight. Mellis tries to dig those body shots in at the end, and Ken Curtis raises Wayne Alexander's hand aloft. There's a lot of smiles between the South London rivals, and Alexander gets the revenge, and on the whole, Glenn, impressed with that.
Yeah, it was a good enough job. He got 10 rounds in the bag, so that'll help him. He looked good at times, but you know, they could have been a little bit more impressive. A few more shots and combinations could have went in, but I think overall he's pretty pleased.